Okay. Can you hear me? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you for joining. Today is Thursday, right? And we are starting a new topic, right? And today we will be doing we will be doing concatenation, merging and joining data frame in Pandas. So this is what we'll be doing today. Gloria, please can you mute yourself? Hello, Gloria. Okay. So this is what we'll be doing today. Right. Okay. So let's start. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. We can see.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, we can see.
Okay. Okay. So let me start with the. Let's talk about one. Okay. So let me give you the topic. We'll be doing concatenation. Also, as I said, we're doing merging and joining. Sorry. Okay, merging and joining. So this is what we'll be doing today, right? Okay. This is what we'll be doing today. Okay. So under this one, we will talk about concat. We also talk about append, right? Append. Then we talk about merge, and then join. Okay, so this is what we will talk about. Okay, good. This is what we will talk about. Now, let's understand when you say concatenation, what do you mean of concatenation? You say concatenation. Concatenation. I'm asking a question. Let's understand the word concatenation.
For me, I know that in Excel, when you have two columns
Okay.
or rows, the data in them, you want those data to appear in one column.
Okay.
That's what I understand by concatenation.
Okay, good. That's fine. Thank you. Who else?
I also understand it's like bringing two words together.
Bringing two words
To be
together.
one. Two numbers and numerical numbers together to be one.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Okay. Who else? Okay, so yeah, Daniel.
I understand concatenation to be bringing two strings together using the plus sign.
Plus sign. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Okay, thank you. Who else? Okay. So basically, we all have an idea, or we know what the meaning of concatenation. That's fine. Good. Okay. So here in Pandas, we can use the concat, right? That's a concat function. to concatenate or combine multiple data frame, right, along a particular axis. Right, so here when you have a multiple data frame, we can use the concat function to do what? To combine it together, right? So let's say we have data frame, we have data A and data B, and then we wanted to combine these two data frame together. We use the function concat to do what? To combine it. Okay. So let's start. Let me give you some practical thing here. So let's say we have let me import pandas here so that pandas as PD. Good. Now let me create a data frame. Let me create a data frame. So I will say df1, right? df1 go to pd dot read, not read. I'm not reading any data here. Let me create a data frame. Okay, data frame. So inside the data frame, let's create this data here. So let's say we have a column items, right? We have a column item. Then inside that item, I'll have, let's say, item A, item B, item C, and then item D. Okay. Then let me also create, let's say, values, right? So each item has its own value. So I'll say values. Good. Then inside the value, I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's up to 4. Right, good. And then let me also create another second data frame. Let me do it df2. And here I'll say PD. Let me copy the whole thing here and then change it. So let me copy it here. Let me paste it here. So inside this here, I will continue from this side, right? So A, B, C, D, E. Let me name here E. So E, and here will be F, and then here will be, let's say, here will be G, and then here will be H. Okay, good. Then let me change the values here. So let me make here 5, 6, 7, and 7. Okay, say 7 and 8. Make here 8. Okay, so these are the all. So I say df1, right? So this is my data frame, right? This is my data frame for the first one. Let me zoom. Okay, so this is my data frame. Then df2. So this is the data frame, 2 different data frame we have, right? And we wanted to do what? We wanted to use the concat function to do what? To combine these two. Are you good? Okay. We wanted to use the concat function to combine these two. So here I'll start with pd dot concat. Then inside the concat function, I'll say df1 and df2. Right, so df1 is the first data frame, and then df2 is the second data frame, which is df2. Are you good? Okay. Okay, then here I'll run it. Good. So now I have what? I have combined it, right? Sorry. Now I've what? Combine the two data frame. So here you can see here 0 up to 3. This one to 0 up to 3. But when you come to the concatenation side, this side, you see 0 up to 3 here and then 0 up to 3 here. So starting from A, B, C, D, E, F, right, G, H, right. So here I have what? I have combined the what? The two data frame. Okay. So let me copy it and then paste it in the comment section. Okay. Are you good? Okay. Now let's also work on this combine here. Here we have a problem here. We can see that the index, right? The index here is not sequential. So 0 up to 3 and 0 up to 3, right? So here we have to, let's work with this index here. Okay, let's work with that index. So here we can add one more function to it, right? So let me copy this one here and let me paste it, and inside here I will say ignore. I'll use the ignore function, ignore underscore index. Ignore underscore index equals what? Equals true. So this function will what? Will, okay, what the error says, concat unexpected ignore. Okay, so the spellings of the ignore. Okay, so let me remove the I. Good. So here you see that I have what? Now the index is what? This index is what? Is sequential, starting from 0 to what? To 7. I good. And this index here is generated by what? By the Pandas data frame, right? This index here is generated. So here the purpose of this index is it uniquely identify all the rows. Are you good? Are you good? Okay. Okay. Can I proceed? Okay.
10.
Okay.
Yeah, you can proceed.
Okay. Okay.
Please go to the underscore index. Ignore that. Let me check something. I'm having a syntax error.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I've seen it.
I've seen it. Okay. So here this one is what? This one is vertically what? When you combine it, when you use concat, by default it combine the data frame vertically, right? So if you wanted to combine it horizontally too, there is a way of doing that, right? You get to know that part. Okay. Okay. So here let's consider this one. What if they had different column names? Right, let's assume that they have different column names. So you can see that here we are able to what? Combine it because they have the same how do you call it, the same column names. But let's assume that if they have different column names, you can see that here is what the df1 is. We have items and value, the same items and value here. So here you can see that it has combined it perfectly. So here let's assume that we have different column names, right? So what if we have different we have different column name. Okay, good. So let's create another data frame here. This time around, let me say df3, right? df3 equals pd dot the data frame, then the data frame. So let me ignore it here. Okay, data frame. So inside here, let's say the same item, right? Let me use the same one here. Let me use this one, these values here. Let me copy it, and then let me paste it here. Good. And then the frame 4. Let me create here the frame 4. pd dot frame. Here too, let me copy the same thing here. Let me copy this one, the second one, right? Let me copy it, and then let me paste it here. Good. But here I'll change it to the value to a different name. Let me say quantity. Quantities or quantity. Okay. And then let me also change the values. Let me make it like 2. Let me say here 2. Then let me say here 1. Then let me say here 2, 5. Okay. So now we have data frame 3, right? And then df4. Good. Here we realize that we have the df3. The name of the column is what? Items and values, right? And then here is what? Items and quantity. So here the data frame is what? We have a different name. And then let's combine it. Let's use the same concat to combine it. So I will say df pd dot concat. So inside I'll say df3 and df4, right? Okay, so let me bring brackets here, close it. Okay, good. Okay, so now can someone explain this to us? If someone can explain how this is our output, right? Okay, yes, Samuel. Yes, Samuel. Unmute yourself.
So it got the columns. It got items, values, and quantities. So you have 3 columns now, and it got all the figures in it.
Okay, thank you. But we can also see some now values here. Now. Oh, Samuel, you have unmute yourself. I'm asking you a question.
Yes. The hand raise was the initial one.
The what?
The hand raise was the initial one.
Ah, it was the initial one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, so here you can see that because of the here the df3, right? The df3 and then the df4, we have a common column name, which is what? Items and items, right? Items and items. But the second ones, we have values and what? And quantity. So here when we are combining it, the first column matches, right? But the second columns doesn't match, right? So here it picks all the pandas was able to combine the first column, which is the items, starting from A up to what? Up to H. But the second one, it was because it doesn't match, the name of the column doesn't match. Here after it has combined it, these are the values for A. This is the value. B, this is the value, right? But because in the DF3 there is no value, a column called quantity. That's why here is what? Here is now values. Here is now. Here is now. Here is now. But the DF4 also has have a column called quantity. So you can, this is the value for the DF4 quantity. But the DF4 don't have what? Don't have values. That's why inside at the value side is what? Is now. Here it has combined everything successfully, but what? But because of some of the columns doesn't matches, right? Some of the records will be what? Will be now values. Okay. Okay. So let's move to the next one. Let's also assume that, what if they had a duplicate items, right? So let's assume that some of the items are duplicate, right? Let's assume that some of the items are duplicate, and let's consider that one too. Okay, some of the items are duplicate. Okay, so here let me also create a variable df5 data frame. Then inside the item we have the item here, items. Okay, then let me copy this one. Let me copy this one here. Let me copy it to this side. Okay, fine. Then df6 to, let me copy the, okay, so df6 to, let me dpd.data frame. Okay, so I'll say item. So here, let me copy it and paste it here. Then inside the item I'll say D, and then also let's say F, and then let's say G and H and H. Good. And then the quantity. Quantity too, let me say okay, we have 2, we have 1, then we have 5. Okay, so let me run this, and then let's combine it. df dot concat, right? df5 and then df6. Then let me set the index. Ignore index true. Okay, Okay. So if they have duplicate values, this is when they have duplicate values. Well, here we have D and D here, right? We have D and D here. So this is the D and D, right? This is the D and D. So the items have duplicate values, and all these duplicate values are here. Are you good? Okay. Now let's talk about this one, vertical concat and then horizontal concat. Right? Let me talk about this. So here, let me show you one example here about this vertical concat and then horizontal concat. I think I have, okay, here. Let me show you this. Okay. So this is the vertical concat. Right. So let's say when you have the first one in df1, df2, and df3. When you have a data frame, a 3 different data frame, and we are combining it, it combined by default, it combined it vertically. So this is the results of the vertical concat. Right, you see that the df1, df2, df3 has been combined in a vertical form. Right. So let's move to the horizontal concat. So the horizontal concat, when you have df1 and then df4, which is a 2 different data set, a data frame, and we are combining it, and we are using the horizontal concat, this is how it will combine it. Right, it combined the thing horizontally. Are you good? Okay. Okay. So here, let's check this scenario. We can use append and add multiple contacts on another. So here we are coming to talk about how we can append a data frame with another data frame, right? Okay. With another data frame. Okay. So let me explain this once and for all, so that when you start. Okay. There's one thing here we also have to consider this, right? We have pandas merge, right? How we can merge pandas. So let me read this. Pandas has a full feature, high performance in-memory join operations, right? So here it's very similar to relational database like SQL. We all know SQL. Do you know SQL? Have you heard about SQL before?
No,
Okay.
we've heard about it, but we don't know.
You don't know? Okay. So SQL I would say it's a programming language, right? SQL stands for structured query language. It is used to manipulate data from a relational database, right? Okay. So let's talk about the first one. When we are merging a data frame, we can merge using left join, or we can join it. Let me use the term join. We can join it using what? Using left join. You can use what? Inner join, and also full outer join. And then you see this one is similar to set. You see, I think in JHS or in senior high school we learned something about sets, right? 2 set problems and then 3 set problems, right? Okay. So here when we are using the inner join, so the inner join takes the key. We have something called, in SQL we have something called primary key, right? We get to know that a key, it takes the key. The key is that uniquely identify the row. So the key works like the index, right? Let me say it's an index that uniquely identify the rows. So here when you are joining the inner, when you are using the inner join, the inner join takes the data that falls under the 2 data frame, right? So if let's say this circle there is a data in it, this circle too there is a data in it, but this you are interested in what? In the let's say the records. You are interested in the records that falls between the left circle and then the right circle, right? The left circle and the right circle. So the data that falls between the left and the right circle are this blue color here. So if when you are using the inner join, that means what? We are interested in what? In the records that falls what? That falls between the left and then the right what? The left and the right data frame. Are you good? Okay. And when you are using the left join means that we are interested in the left, only the left one, only the left records. So here when you are joining the left records, that that means some of the data that are in the right records, some of the data that in the right record that also falls in the left records, we also join it, right? Something like this one, that's the left join. The same thing implies to the what? The same thing implies to the right join. And when we are using the full outer join means, that means we are interested in all the records. So if you are interested in all the records, you go by the full outer join. Are you good? And also here is what? Here is that the left join if now. Left join if now. So here you are using the left join if there is a null values. You ignore that null values, then you join only the left one, the left records. The same thing applies to the right, the right records. Are you okay? Hello?
Yes, sir, we are okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's go back to the practical section. Okay. So here let's create another data frame here. Yes. Yeah, Sandra.
Yeah, good morning, Amos.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I want to draw your attention to something small. It seems you are going very fast, and I can't run with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we are doing the practical as well, but when you keep on running faster, we can't run the program as well as with you. I don't know for the others, but for me, I'm finding it difficult
to follow,
yeah,
right? Is it
yeah,
only
for follow to catch up.
this particular section that's why I'm running fast? All my
I think all your previous.
Yes, so I agree with Sandra. This particular section, I'm okay. The two section there, you were speeding as per. I was hot in my machine.
Oh. I said if you have anything, you have to draw my attention, but it seems that okay. Thank you, Sandra.
Welcome.
Okay. So I should take it slow, right? Okay. Thank you. I said it that if you have any concern, draw my attention. But okay, thank you. Okay, so I was okay. So let's move to the merging side, right? This time I'll take it slow so that we will follow. You get everything. Okay. So let's create a variable. So let me name the variable D8. Sorry, DF7, right? DF7. DF7. That will say PD dot pandas data frame. Then here inside it, I'll give my items. That's the name of my column. And then inside it, let's say A. Then sorry, A, B. Let me use B here. B. And then C. And then D. Okay. So when we move to the second column, I will say value. So value. Then the value I will say 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay. 3 and 5. So let's move to the next one. Let me move to the next one. The next item. I wanted to use the old one. So I'll say equals PD. Okay. So here, let me go back here and copy some of the. So let me copy this one. Let me use this one here. Okay. Then DF8. The DF8 to let me duplicate, let me copy this one, then paste it, then change the values. Change the values here. Here, let me do it I. Let me do this one to J. Let me do this one K. And let me do this one L. And then the values too, let me do this one let's say 3, 4, 7, 25. Okay, so let me copy it and then paste it. Okay, so I'll paste it in the comment section. Okay, Sandra, I hope you are okay.
Yes, I'm okay.
You're okay, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here let me run the code. Value. Okay, there's a comma somewhere here. Comma here. Good. So now this is the three data frame we have. So here we have df7, then df8, then also df9. Okay, so this is the data frame we have. So we have value, the df7, we have item and what. Okay, let me change the name. Let me make it item, not items, so that it will be the same thing. Okay, good. So this is the data we have. So let's use the append, right? So first of all, let's understand the word append. So what's the meaning of append? Yes, Sandra, what's the meaning of append? Hello? Sandra, I'm asking you a question. Yes. Samuel.
To add something to an end of string.
To add something to what?
An end of a string.
At end of a string. Okay, that's fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Who else?
Adding an item to the end of a list.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Okay.
Or attaching something.
Attaching something.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, that means we know the meaning of append, right? Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Okay, so let me make a comment here. Append. So here, that means that in this data frame we have, we can also append one data frame to the other, right? Let's say we can append df8 to what? To df7, right? Good. So let me make a comment here. Append. Good. And here we are coming to append we are coming to append df9 here to df8. Are you good? Okay, so here we use the append method. So I say df7 dot, then I'll say append. Then okay, fine, let me append the two, right? So let me append this one, that's a df7, and then df8 to what? Let me append df9 and df8 to df7, right? Okay, dot append. So I'll say df8 and df9, right? I'm appending it to what? 7. Okay, so this is the results, right? So here the first one is what? The first one is df7. 1 up to 3 is df7. Sorry, 0 up to 3. The first 0 up to 3 is df7. The second 0 up to 3 is what? df8. And then the third 0 to 3 is what? Is df9, right? So here you can see that as soon as we append it, we are getting what? Noun values in it. All these noun values here means that some of the records doesn't match, right? That's why we are getting what? We are getting these noun values. Are you okay? But the item by the item column was, because they have common column called item, You see that starting from A up to do up to L. Here to starting from A up to up to L. It has append. The first one has been append successfully, but the second one, which is the value, when you go to the data frame here, in the DF7, we have a column called value, but in DF8 we don't have a value column in it. The column is called quantity. The same thing implies to what? Implies to the DF9. The quantity is what? Called quality, right? So here that means when we are appending it, DF8 and DF9, the quantity column can be appended perfectly, but the record, let me use the term record. The record will match perfectly. That's the DF8 and the DF9. The records will match, but the DF7, the records will match because of what? Because of it differ from what? The column is differ from the DF8 and DF7. DF8 and DF9. Are you good? Yes. So you can see that starting from here, the quantity column here has been what? Has been matched. All the records have been matched. But here the column here, it couldn't match with the what? With the values. Right? That's why we are getting this now values here. Are you good? Okay. So that's all about append, right? Okay. Can I proceed? Sandra? Okay, Daniel?
It looks like the append is doing the same job as the concatenation. Or
It's doing the same job as concatenation.
I'd just like to know the difference.
Okay, so here,
Besides,
okay, so here, as you said, we use the append to do what? To add one or to add one data frame to the other, right? At the end, right? So here, that's what the append does. That's what the append does. But when you talk about the concatenation, the concatenation do what? It rather combine. The concat combine the what? Combine two or more or multiple data frame, right? Yes, that's what the concat does. Are you good? But there's a
okay, I'm good.
there's a difference between the append and that's the difference between the append and the concat. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is what? Pandas, right? Pandas merge. Let me name it Pandas merge. So here, let me say Pandas merge. Okay. Pandas merge. So here too, let me create a df, a variable called df, and let me name it a, right? dfa, then pd dot pandas, so data frame. Then inside that data frame, I'll create key as a column. Then let me name it KO. Yes, K0.
So I can't see us. I can't see what you are typing.
You can't see what I'm typing. You can't see my
Yes,
screen.
it's only Pandas mega.
You can't see my screen.
Yes.
Who else can see my screen? Because I've shared it. Who else?
I can see that. I can see that. Just that I see Pandas match, but what you are typing, I don't see it.
Okay. Wow. Who else? Yeah, Daniel, can you see what I'm typing?
I can't.
You can't.
Yeah, I can't.
What's happening? Okay, so let me stop sharing it and share it again. Okay, Samuel, can you see now?
Yes, please, I can see now.
Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. So KO, and then I will say K1, then I will say K2, 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 then K3, K3. Okay. Then let me move on to the second column. Let me say A, right? So the A will be the A. Let me say that one too. Let me say A0, A1, A3, A2, and A3. Okay, so let me move to the next one. Okay, so this is all about the first data frame. Okay, let me add one more to it. Let me do it K. Let me add one more, which is B. Then here, let me do it B0, B1, then B2, and then B3. Okay, so let me copy this one, then let me paste it here. So this one, let me say DFB, then the same thing. Let me keep this one here. Let me make it C. Then let me make this one to D. Okay, so here will be C, and then C, and C. Then here too, let me do it D, okay, 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 good. So let me paste it in the message box. Okay, so I'll paste it in the message box. Okay. So let me print DFA out and see. Is what? Okay, this is capital D. Okay, so these are my DF. Let me make it and then what? Then the B part. Okay. So this is my data frame, right? Okay. And then the data frame, we are coming to merge, do something called merge, right? So merging means what? We are combining two data, two different data frames. So here we said by default, right? By default, when we are merging it merge it in inner join. When you are merging it, it choose what? By default, it will merge it inner join. So here, there is no need for you to specify. If you know that you are doing inner join, there is no need for you to specify. Okay. So here we are joining it based on the what? Based on the keys, right? On the unique key. So this is the unique key. The zero, the K0, K0, K column is the what? Is the keys, and this one too is the keys here. So we have key and key here. So here we can combine it based on what? Based on this row, right? The key row, because we have a column that is what? Common between them. Are you good? We have a column that is common between them, so we can merge or join it based on what? Based on the key. Are you good? So here, anytime you are doing merging, make sure that there is one column that is common between the two data frame. And here our common column is what? Is the key column. It can be any column, right? But here ours is what? The key column. Okay. So we can go by, say, pd.merge. Then inside the merge, we are merging what? DFA, and then what? DFB, right? And we are joining it on what? We are joining it on the key, on a column called key. So we are joining it based on this column. Why? Because this column is common between the two data frame. Are you good? Good. So here we are able to combine it. Or using based on this key. Are you good? So we have A, B, C, D, right? And then here we are not having null values because of what? Because of it matches perfectly, right? So here we have one common key. So this is the key here. The key won't duplicate, because as I said, we are merging it based on what? Based on this. Based on the key, right? And then as I said, the key is common between the two data frame. Are you good? Okay. Any question on this? Hello? Hello?
No question, sir.
Okay. Fine. So let's move to the next one. which is let's understand the left and then the right join, right? The left and then the right join too. So here that means that we are coming to join it on the what? On the right join, right? That's the left. Let's start with the left. Okay. So that one too, let's create a new data frame. Sorry, let's create a new data frame. So here, let me copy this one, and then paste it here. Paste it here, and then I'll keep the records here, right? This one, I'll keep it. I'll keep the records, and then the second one too, let me copy it, and then let me paste it here. By here, the key column, let's change the key column. So let me make here 4, K4, K2, and then the K3 at this. Let me change this one. Okay, then let me run it. Okay, good. So let's use the left join. Let's use the left join. So the left join to the left side, I will say pd dot merge, right? Merge. Then here, let me rename this. Let me say 1. Then let me use 2 for this side. 2. Okay, good. I'll say df1, df2, and here we are, as I said, we are joining it on what? On left. We are doing left join, right? So left join, you set the how to left. So here we are telling Pandas that we are merging df1 and df2 on the left, that's the, we are doing left join, right? And we are joining it on what? On the key, because the key is what? The key column is common between them. Are you good? The key column is common between them. Okay. And here we have what? We have joined it left. So that we are seeing now values here at the C and then the D column. Why? Because when you check our data frame, so let me check the data frame here. df1, and then let's say df2. df2 2. Good. We have what? We have K4, right? The record is what? We have a record called K4 in the df2. And remember that we said that when we are joining it, it will turn what? The left join, say here, we are interested in all the left join, right? We are interested in all the left join. And here, in the left join, we have what? K1, K2, K3. The same K1, K2, and K3 are in what? In the df2. That means what? Between these two columns, between the kf1 and the kf2, the common values or the common records are the k1, k2, and k3, because we can find k1, k2, and k3 in the both data frame. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to the notes, and let me show you one thing here. Okay, so this is the note. Good. So here what we are doing is we are doing the left join. So this is what we are doing, right? So we realize that in the left join, our focus or our interest in what is in the left circle. So you see this left circle, that's where our focus is, right? So that means the right circle, some of the values also falls in the what? In the left circle. Yes. Yes, Samuel.
So, sir, so according to the data you just presented to us, we have Q, A, and B. So the left is the key, and the right is the B, right? And the middle is the A. Is that what you are saying?
Now, you said you repeat what you said again.
We have three data. According to the data is sent, we are dealing with.
Yes.
We have key at the column A and B.
Yes.
So is the key the left side and the B is the right side and the A is the middle side?
Good.
I want to understand the left.
Yes,
and the right.
yes. So here, let me. So this let me show you the screen. I'm coming, right? Let me show you this one. Let me show you this. Okay. So here, yes, your question, right? So we have, okay, mine is DF1 and DF2, right? So yeah, I made it DF1 and DF2. So here, this is the left, the DF1 is the left, and the DF2 is the right. Are you good? The DF1 is the left, and the DF2 is the right. So here, I can even change it. I can change it to DF2, and then here DF1. So that means, you see that as soon as I change it, C become first, right? Yeah, so always this one is the left, and this one is the right. Are you good? So here, this one become, the DF2 become what? Right, and then DF1 become what? Left. Sorry, the DF2 become left, and then DF1 become right. Are you good? Yes. I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, any questions so far? Sandra, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay. So, can you do left join? So, based on the code, the same code, use it for right join, right? Use the same code for right join. So, I'm giving you, let's say 3 minutes. 3 minutes for you to do this, right? Use this code, the same code, right? Use it for right join. So here, if I change it, so as I said, here we are interested in what? We are interested in the left, right? This one. So we want all the records in DF1. All the records in DF1. We don't need the records in DF2. So all the records from DF1, remember that some of the DF1 records also falls in DF2. That's why we are getting null values here. So here, this null values means that these records are not in what? Are not in the DF1. Are you good? There's hello.
Sir, we are listening.
Yeah, okay. So here it has returned all the records from what? From the DF1, right? That's why we are getting what? This null values here. Okay. So as I said, use right join. Use the same idea for the right join. Okay. So 1 minute more. Okay. So Samuel, are you done?
Let's say I'm done.
Okay, so share your screen. Let's see.
Okay. So I'm connecting with my laptop, so
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So explain it. Let's see. Explain it to us.
Okay, so from the data you gave, we want the right join. So the DF1 is my left, the DF2 is my right. I want only DF2.
Yeah, we are listening.
Okay. So that's about the right.
So here,
The house.
so here,
Right.
what frame are you? What data frame are you interested?
I'm interested in the right.
You are interested in the right, right? And
The
the right is what?
data from 2.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Who else? Yeah, Daniel.
Today I'm not following with my laptop, but I'm following with my phone. So.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, Karim. Karim, are you done? Yeah, Karim. Okay. Gloria. Okay, okay. Okay, so explain it. Can you zoom your book small, your notebook small? Yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. So let's see. Explain it to us.
All right. So I believe we are merging on the key column and the right. That is the data frame on the right is the reference or the subject, which is DF2. So in our final output, what we can see is that we are seeing the key for DF2, which is the common column between the two data frames that is being compared. So for A and B column, we see that they have no values there. And because we are referencing DF2 on the right, we see A and B as the first two columns. And then we see C and D following after A and B, because we are referencing that as the right per the line of code we have written here. So we can see that the area of interest for us is K for is DataFrame 2 or DF2.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, who else? Oh, the ladies are not talking.
Nanekia is coming.
Okay, Nanekia, yes. We are waiting. Nana Ekia.
Okay. I just joined about 10 minutes ago, so I'm still following.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm not sure
Okay.
if I've done the right thing.
Yeah, perfect. So explain it. The explanation is what I'm interested in.
He said when you are merging two data frames, the first one is the left and the second one is the right. So in this case, you asked us to do the right join, which means the right one, which is DF2, the data there will show first, and then the DF1 will show on the other side. So that is what I got from your explanation. So with this outcome, the A column is showing the data from DF2, A and B is showing the data from DF2, and then C and D is showing the data from DF1.
A and B is DF1, and then C and D is DF2. But she said that the DF1 is your left, and the DF2 is your right. So that's why you see A and B first. So that's the correction.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you. I hope Ludwig has corrected you.
Please say that again.
I'm asking if the answer from Ludwig is okay.
Concerning the arrangement, the DF1 and DF2.
Yeah, concerning the arrangement.
Okay, so A and B is DF2, C and D is DF1. Is that it? Or?
Yes. So here, the DF1, and then we have DF1 and DF2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And always
Yes.
the frame that comes first is the left, right? So here the DF1 is the what is your left, and then the DF2 is your right.
Yes.
So the how you specify it to right. That means that here you are interested in what all the values in the DF2.
Okay.
So here if you change the right to left, that means you are interested in what? In the left, you are doing left join. So here you are interested in the records in the DF1 if it is left. So it will return all the values in the DF1 if it is left, right? Okay, and always to remember that before you can do join, you're supposed to have what a column that is common between the records. So here our common record is what? Is the key. Is the key column. So I see that we can find the key column in the DF1 at the same time the DF2. Right? So here we are making we are joining it based on what? Based on the key column. The key column. And one thing is that the key column is a column that uniquely identify all the rows. It uniquely identify all the rows. Are you good? So when you look at the if you look at the DF1, if you look at the DF1, you will see that we have K0, K1, K2, and K3. Right? This K0, K1, and then the K1 and then K2 and then K3 are also in the DF2. So that means what? It will return those columns, right? When we are joining it. And then the now there is what? Is the column that it doesn't match with the DF2. That's where you are getting the now values there. The NaNa. The NaNan. Are you good?
Okay, so a quick question. The index 0 for the left join, the index 0 has K0, A0, B0, none and none. And then the right join, the index 0 has K4, none, C0, and D0.
Yes.
What could be the what is the reason for that outcome?
Good. The outcome is that let's let me take the left one first, right? The left one. So here the left one, we said that we are interested in all the records in DF1. And here we realize that when the DF1, some of the records in the DF2 doesn't match with the records in the K0. Right? Some of the records in the DF2 doesn't match the records in the DF1. Yes, some of the record doesn't match. So that particular record that doesn't match is the NaN. That means it doesn't match. I agree. So here it will return all the value from what? From the DF1. And then all the value from the DF1 is what? Is the scroll top. Yes, No. I want the left side.
The left join.
Yeah, the left join. Okay, right. So here, because some of the values doesn't work, as I said, it doesn't match. Those values that doesn't match with what? That particular record will be now. So when you take the K0, you realize that we have K0 in DF1, all right, but we don't have K0 in what? In DF2. I good.
Yes.
Good. So if we have the K0, we don't have the K0 in the DF2, and then we are interested in DF1, that means that the records from the DF2 will be what? Will be empty. Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. Thank you too.
Okay, Gloria, I'm waiting. Okay, Ansel. Let me move to Sandra. I hope, Sandra, you are following the whole thing, right?
Yes. So
Okay. So share your screen. Let's see. Let's see what we have done.
okay, I'm coming. Eh,
Uh-huh.
Please, can you see?
Yeah. Minimize the other minimize the other window so that we can see everything. Okay.
But I realize my left and my right are the same figure. So
Your left and your right are the same figures.
I didn't see any difference.
Okay. So the difference is we are K for K.
Check your data
Yeah,
frame.
let's
The
go.
key.
Let's go to your data frame. Scroll top. Let's check. Let's check the data frame. Go top. Let's check your data frame. Okay. So let me check my.
The DF1 is K4 instead of K0.
Yes. So here your K4 DF1
My
the
K4.
DF1 is K0. DF1 the K we have K0 in it. So
Okay.
yeah, K0. Okay, good. And then run the whole thing
Now
again.
run it.
Run the whole thing again. No. Make the DF2 4.
Only change DF1.
I shouldn't change it
Yeah,
too.
no. Change.
Don't change
Yeah,
to
make it 4.
Okay.
Yes. Then run the whole thing again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So that means you understand the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on to the next one. So now we know the left and then the right. Okay. So let me do this. Okay, so let's proceed to. We said that when you didn't set the key, so let's do something called inner join, right? Let's do inner join. Inner join. So here the inner join to the same idea. So inner join the same idea. Merge to bracket. Say df1 and then df2. Then here we use the how, we say what? Inner. Set the inner to how, and then here on the key. Okay. So this is the inner join, right? So the inner join here means that here we are interested the intersection, we are interested in the record that falls in the DF1 and the DF2. That's the inner join. So record that matches with what? DF1 and the DF2. I do. Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir, we are
Okay,
good.
fine. So that's the inner join, right? The record that you're between, or that falls in what? In the DF1 and the DF2. So here when you check the data frame, we have K0, K1, K2, and K3. Here we have K4, K1, K2, and K3. So here we have K1 here, we have K1 here. K2 here, we have K2 here. K3 here, we have K3 here. So here it will return the common record between the common record in the DF1 and the DF2. Okay. So that's 1 up to 1, 2, and 3. K1, K2, and K3. Okay. So that's the inner join. So let's move on to the outer join. Outer join. So same thing, df.merge. So df1, df2. The how it was, say out. That. So the outer to the same process, so key. So here the outer means that we want everything in the two data frame, all the records in the data frame. The outer means what? We want all the data in the data, all the records in the data frame. Okay.
Amos, why do we have null values?
Good. So here we said we are interested in what? The outer means we are interested in everything, all the records. Now let's check the data frame here. The DF1 and the DF2. So in the DF1 we have what? 0, K0, K1, K2, and K3. Right? When you come to the DF2, we have what? K4. We don't have K0. Are you good?
Okay.
You don't have K0 here. And then when you go to the F1 we have what? We don't have K4 here. So here that means that when we are merging it, everything, this particular row, right, it will return the K4 row, all right. But when it combined with this row, here will become what? Now.
Okay.
Are you good? Yes, because here we have what? K4.
Yes.
We don't have K4 here. And then we have what? K0. We don't have K0 here. So that's why we are having the now values here. So here, after it has combined everything, it will return the K0 return what? A0 and B0, all right. But because we don't have this particular K0 row in the DF2, that means our what? Here will be what? Will be now. Because there is no record here or value here. Right? The same thing implies to this one too. Inside the DF1, the DF1 don't have what? K4. So that particular side will be 0. And then you return the DF2 record, which is C0 and D0. Are you good?
Yes.
So here, this idea is as I said earlier, we did something like set, right? Setting, I think 2 set problems. Yeah, we have 2 set problems and 3 set problems, right? So this kind of merging concept comes from that side. I do.
Yes. So the cycles you showed us, the nodes. Yes, that was where I joined. Does it mean the outer takes everything in the circle and outside the circle?
Yes, it takes everything. All let me show you the notes. Okay. Okay, good. So this is the outer. That's a full outer joint, right? So let's say this one is for DF1 and then this one is DF2, right? So here it takes, you see that all the blue it has been colored with. That means we are interested in everything in the 2 data frame. I do. That means we are interested in everything here. We are interested in everything. So when we did the left, the right joint means we are interested in the right frame. In here we say the right circle, right? So by all means, sometimes it will take the record here, some of the record from the left. I agree. The same thing applies to the inner joint. Okay. So let's talk about one thing. Now we have talked about merge, right? Let's find them. We also have one method in Pandas called join, right? And then the join and then the merge, right? They do the same way, but there is a slight difference between them. I do. So the merge and the join are used to combine data frame from multiple data. Yeah, hello. Someone. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying, the merge and
Yes.
yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The note, the note you shared, we saw something like now. That it doesn't apply now.
Now, like
Like
the if now side.
yeah, if
Yeah,
now.
you do that one, right?
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so I want us to understand the differences between the join and then the merge. So as I was saying, the merge and then the join are used to combine data from multiple data frame, right? Yeah, so basically that's what it does, the merge and then the join. But here, the differences is that the merge method is general and flexible, right? This the one we are using is flexible and it allows you to merge data frame based on a column. You see that all the merging we are doing or the joining we are doing, we are joining it or merging it based on what? Based on a column, and the column name is what? Key. Are you good? Okay. And here we use what? We can use the inner join, the outer join, the left join, and the right join to do those things. But when it comes to the join side, when it comes to the join method, the join are specifically used to combine data frame based on their indices, right? Yeah, based on their indices, right? And it is more like concerned with to merge a data frame when you are only interested in the joining them based on index values. So here when we are interested in joining them based on the index values, like the index here, this index, the index here, that's where we use the join. We use the join to do that. I agree. Hello.
Index
So we are good.
index values as in integers.
You said the index values as in what?
He said they used to join index values as in integers, as in numbers.
Yeah, sure. I agree. Okay. So let's do example so that you get the example, you get the explanation very well. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. So let's use this data frame to do it. So let's say let me use df1 equal to pandas dots. So here let me say key. The key value, let's use ABC, right? Let's say A, then B, and C. Okay. And then the values, let's say values. is value 1. Value 1, right. Value 1, let's say 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then the data frame 2, df2 equals, let me copy the whole thing, paste it, then let me change here to 2. Right. Then inside it, let me change here, so let's say 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So this is the data we have now. Now let's do the merge, right? So I'll create a variable called merge. Let me create a variable called merge underscore df, right? And then df dot merge. No, yeah, the merge. Df dot merge. So here I'm merging what? I'm merging the df2. I'm merging df2, right? df2 on key. Okay. And then let's say I'm going by the inner. Okay. Okay, let me df1. Where the error says value syntax. Okay.
Sir, are you supposed to bring the bracket inside?
The brackets. Oh, let me remove those brackets here. Sorry. The df is not defined. Okay, so here is df1. Let me make it df1. Yes. Okay, then let me manage it. So here, okay, so here we have what? We have merged it. That's the inner merge, right? So inner join. I do. So that's the value. Okay, now let's move to.
Please, can you scroll up to the data frame? I'm lost. Okay, so
Okay, I do.
yes. At least here for me.
Okay, so this is merge, right? This is merge. Now let's create another another data frame, and then that data frame, that's what we use for the join, for you to understand, for the join. So here I'll say df3 equals df dot data. Then I'll say here, let me use values, right? Let me use values. So if I say value 3, value 3, then inside that value, here I'll say inside that value, our Pandas is 7, 8, and 9. Good. And here I'm creating an index, right? Let me create index for that this particular column. So index equals, then here I have to specify the index, right? So let me say the index is what? The index is A, and then what? And then let's say B and C. So let me copy the same thing here, paste it here. And this time around I'll change the order. As for index, we are interested in the index, so the index will be the same. And then let me make the value first in 10, and then 11, and then 12. Right? Good. Command here. Invalid index. Okay.
You don't put
It's supposed to be somewhere here. Something like this. Something like this.
so the index you have to put it in the inverted commas. Please check it.
Yeah, now it's working.
Okay.
So here, let me do it 4 instead of 3. So we have 4. So this is the data frame, right? And then here 4. So now the join say that we join it based on what? Based on the index, right? We did the joining based on what? Based on index. So let me create a join. Let's say join underscore df equals. We are joining this one. That's a d3 df3 dot join df4. Are you good? And I will say how equals what? Equals inner. That's the inner join. Inner join. Okay. Column type index 3 upwards. don't overlap. Let's specify. Come. Okay, overlap. So here's supposed to be 4. Oh. Coming PF, you have PF3 join PF4. How is what? How is inner join? Why is it saying overlap? Let me rerun the camera. What the code is before. Why is it saying overlap? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me try another example. Okay. Because it seems that this example is not working. I'm trying to find out the error. Index okay, let me change here to 4. Okay, good. Yeah, so here change the name, right? Instead of value 4, change it to value 3. Right? From the error is coming from the data frame. Right. Okay, so here you can see that now we have the same inner join here, right? Hello, the same inner join here, and then the merge side to be use the same inner join. But as I said, the merge we join it based on what? Based on the column. But what? but the join method, we join it based on index. That is this index A B and D, right? A B and D. Are you okay? Hello? Hello?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay.
So I'm having a value error here. I'm not getting it. Right.
Share your screen. Nane Kuya,
Okay.
can you mute yourself? Because so that
Okay, sorry.
okay, so Samuel, share your screen. Let's find out the error. Okay. So scroll down, let's see. Okay, the same error I was getting. So let's go to the data frame. No, not that place. Yeah, yes, this one. So rerun it again. Rerun rerun it that place again. Rerun everything again. Let's see. Overlap, but no. Yeah. So go top. So I was facing the same error, but I've no where you create. I'm interested in the data frame itself. Yeah. So value 3 and then value 4. It has been overlap. Okay, look at the way I've arranged it, right? Look at mine. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
You see here we create an index, right? We create index. So look at the way I created. So the way I created this data frame is different from the way we created this one, right? So you let me copy it and paste it in the comment section. So I have pasted the data in the comment section. So you can copy it and then paste it. Okay, so here the difference between the joint, as I said, the joint and the what? The joint and then the merge method is that the join are what? Join it based on the index values. So here the index values normally it will be integer or what, or numbers depending, right? So now the index values will be what? Sometimes it can be integer or what? It can be integer or it can be string. So here we see that now we use string for our index, right? So here that's how the join works. So the join method join the two data frame based on index. So we are able to join the value 3 and the value 4 based on what? Based on the index, not a column, right? But the merge join the what? Two data frame based on what? Based on a column. Are you good? Okay. Okay. Any question? Hello, any question? Okay. So here you can check the documentary of all this. So you can, let me show you the documentary on that as pandas merge. Pandas merge. Okay, so this is the documentary on the merge method, right, in Pandas. You can have time, you can check the whole documentary here. You can check the documentary here, right? So this is the documentary. Pandas.dataframe.merge, right? So these all are parameters we can pass. Okay, and then you can come here, you get some nice example here. Some of the examples are I take it from this site, right? Some of them. So all these are documentary that can help you understand the merge and the join. Are you good? Okay. Okay.
Share the link.
Okay.
Share the link.
Okay, I'll share the link. I'll share the link. Okay. So if there's no question, let's end here and then continue tomorrow the same time. Okay, I hope you are okay, or you are good. Okay, fine. Someone say yes. So okay, so see you tomorrow the same time. Okay, bye.